Alright guys, welcome to AFC Game by Game, where today I'm going to be talking about the Arsenal vs Aston Villa match. What a relief it is for Arsenal to get back to winning ways after the humiliating defeat to Blackburn and the defeat to Bayern Munich in midweek. I thought today we showed that we can compete for top four, and this result has definitely put us back in contention for fourth position. And I think with the game against Tottenham next week, we can definitely challenge for top four, and hopefully, like we always do, we will be getting the top four spot at least. I just thought today we were going to go into this game and get a big win, especially after the 5th minute goal by Santi Cazorla. It was a great goal by him, just outside the edge of the box. It was a great finish, just went under Brad Guzan's hands. Great goal by him. I honestly thought up to that point we had been dominating the game, but I thought we'd continue the game to go on and absolutely destroy Aston Villa and win about 5 or 6-0. Unfortunately, Arsenal didn't do this, and we were giving Aston Villa a lot of space, and we were giving them a lot of time on the ball. We were allowing Aston Villa to build counter-attacks against us. They were forming good areas of play. They could have definitely scored in the first half, and we just held on for the rest of that first half, when I definitely think we should have gone on, attacked more, and I definitely think we should have scored another one in that first half just to kill Villa off, which we didn't. It's something that has to be addressed. We need to score more goals, and I think we need another clinical finisher. I was also a bit surprised that Podolski didn't play today, seeing as he's been on quite good form for us recently. I probably would have played him ahead of Giroud. I didn't think he had a particularly good game today. But I think Wenger was making right decisions by playing Abu Diaby and the likes of Giroud today, as Podolski and Ramsey had tough games in midweek against Bayern Munich, and it was a definite must-win game for us. However, I still think that with Abu Diaby playing and Olivier Giroud playing, we should have scored, because they are attacking-minded players, and we should have gone on to score another goal. But going into the second half, again, we were still giving Aston Villa a lot of space. I thought we would have gone on and pressed for another goal. We didn't. We sat back quite a lot, and it looked like we were happy with the 1-0 win. And unfortunately, a bit later in the game, Andreas Weimann scored a really weak goal, a really soft goal to concede. We gave him an awful lot of space, and this really blew me away, really, because it was a poor pass by Jenkinson, which was unusual for him. Weimann got it, made an excellent 40-yard run, great run by him, but I just think his finish was pathetic. And again, the one at the centre of it all was Wojciech Szczesny. He should have parried it to the right. When you replay it and you see that he doesn't parry it away, it was a really weak shot for him to concede. He should be doing a lot better, and I still think that we should get another keeper, just so he knows that he has competition if he doesn't perform to the best of his ability. Anyway, we continued to press Aston Villa quite a bit more after that goal, as it really was a wake-up call for Arsenal. If we didn't win this, we would be in big trouble and possibly out of top 4 contention. Luckily, 5 minutes before time, it was a great ball from Nacho Monreal, who had made a blistering run down the left, passed it back to Cazorla, and he had another lovely tap-in goal. Very happy for him today, for him to get his 2 goals. He wasn't really my man in the match today. However, I would like to give my man of the match awards to Carl Jenkinson. I thought, despite the poor pass for Weimann's goal, I thought he had a brilliant game today. Made some really good runs. He was definitely showing a lot of confidence. And I think he showed today that he, at the moment, is playing a bit better than Sanyeri's. I would like to start Jenkinson against Tottenham next week, merely because I think he's a bit getting towards a better player than Sanyeri is now. I think he's a very good player, made some excellent tackles, excellent runs. And I think my flop of the match today was actually Olivier Giroud. I can't help but feel that in some of the situations he was in, Robin van Persie, if we still had him, would have scored them. There were chances when the ball was coming in and he just wasn't in the right position. With all the beautiful crosses we were floating in on the left and the right, really should have scored. But unfortunately he didn't. He had a couple of headers which he mishit. And it's just the amount of balls going in for him were ridiculous, and he just wasn't in the right place at the right time. But however, he hasn't been at Arsenal that long. Pretty sure he still can improve. Just an off game for him. Hopefully this won't be a regular thing. But I just think if he improves his man marking, etc., and he gets in the right positions, he can become a great player for Arsenal. I just think his finishing is superb at the moment. His heading accuracy and that are getting better and better. Just his positioning is pretty awful. It was especially bad today. Just a couple of areas that I want to analyse about Arsenal that I still think need improvement. Defence. Today, defence wasn't good enough. For their goal, Per Mertesacker didn't close down Andreas Weimann, and we basically just said to him, go and have a shot. We didn't really go and press him, we didn't tackle him. Definitely should have tackled him. Don't know why we're not going in for challenges. And another thing that I'm getting quite annoyed with now is that we don't shoot. It was the same against Blackburn, same against Bayern Munich, and it was the same today. No one is willing to have a shot. If you notice, both our goals are pretty close to the goal, apart excluding the first one, obviously. But, you know, we can't keep playing around in the box, because there are teams like, like the team we played today, that will definitely have a good defence. And I think Villa's defence is actually getting pretty decent nowadays. But, I mean, we've got to start shooting. It's something that we've got to do. We've got players that can do it. Wilshere can have a crack. So can Cazorla. Giroud's got a very strong left foot. I mean, if we shoot, we could score some great goals. But unfortunately, none of our players are willing to shoot. It's really worrying, really, because against strong defences, we're not going to be able to play it around. And I think, effectively, what we did today was what Bayern Munich did to us in midweek. I mean, we were pretty much all over Aston Villa, and we were making some lovely passes, some lovely balls. But, I mean, we've got to do some shooting. I mean, when you look at Bayern Munich, they shoot quite a lot. They have a load of shots from outside the box. It's just something that has to be done. I mean, Bayern Munich's first goal against us was from outside the box. It was a great shot. But you can't help but feel if that was Arsenal, they wouldn't have shot. I think we definitely need players that will shoot. And Arsene Wenger's got to drill into the players that they do need to shoot. I'm really hoping that this win will get us back on track for top 4 contention. And I'm really hoping in a couple of weeks we can go to Bayern Munich and get a decent result. Not that I'm in any confidence that we're going to win there, but it would just be nice to go into that game with quite a bit of confidence. I was really glad that we won today. I'm quite confident going into the Tottenham game next week. I'm really hoping we can do them over. It's just, I'm just glad for us to be back on track. It's just a massive relief for all Arsenal fans, and it's a big relief for Arsene Wenger because he was under a lot of severe pressure. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching today. Please like this video if you did enjoy it, and please subscribe to my channel for more Arsenal reviews, chants, etc. Also, if you could like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, that would be just great. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you later.